All right, Shalom. Call halalyam la Yahawashi Yahawashi Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and my apostles at Great Millstone who rule well for teaching me this truth. Salutation to you, Akim, out there in the four corners, laboring in the truth, pushing with all righteousness and sincerity. To you, confusion face brothers who don't look like your average everyday Israelites, but you are according to the Holy Spirit. To you, I say Shalom. There's a brother Yahawah here, come back at you with another video through the Spirit. You know, just this was shared on the Plus by some brothers. I kept seeing it pop up on my YouTube feed and my Plus feed, so you know, who am I to not do a video on it through the Spirit, man? You know, like we all should always be doing, man. Okay? Brothers post current event articles. The Spirit is on you. Hey, line it up with the scriptures. Okay? But this is the book. I mean, Salakia. This is this is the article on the website express.co.uk. It says World War III fears. Oh man, that's Satan. It says World War III fears Russia threatened nuclear weapons to Syria in response to U.S. sanctions. It says Russia may deploy nuclear weapons to Syria in response to the U.S. policy of imposing sanctions over Moscow, crossing red lines, a senior Russian lawmaker has warned. Okay, and this, hey man, this is the spirit that Yahawashi is in, man, the spirit of war. All right, now you see all over the world on every news article, Yahawashi is brewing up this World War III. All right, that's about to come to pass through the Spirit. All right, because Russia and U.S. are not on good terms right now. Okay, forget what you heard, man. There will be no peace. Okay, and these are World War III fears, man. These are rumors. All right, as the scriptures say, the rumors of wars. All right, Russia is threatened. It says Russia threatened nuclear weapons to Syria in response to U.S. sanctions. Okay, let's read the article a little bit. It says Vladimir Gutinev, first deputy head of the Economic Policy Committee of the State Duma, the lower chamber of the Russian parliament, said it's time for Russia to draw its own red lines because America been jumping the gun, so to speak, man, poking a bear. Okay, and America's been doing that for a very long time. When I say America, I mean Esau, the so-called white man. All right, because America is spiritually Babylon, Egypt, Sodom, and Gomorrah. All right. It says among such measures, the official said the deployment of Russian tactical nukes in countries such as Syria, the use of gold-linked cryptocurrencies for Russian arms exports, and the suspension of a number of treaties with the U.S., such as a non-proliferation of missile technologies. Okay, so they're basically saying, man, they're ready to go. Okay, yeah, these treaties ain't gonna be no more. And the scriptures talk about roughly paraphrasing, all the men of that confederacy have turned against thee, roughly paraphrasing. I believe it's in the book of Obadiah. All right, ain't gonna be no more treaties, man. All right, all treaties and covenants and agreements is gonna be broken. All right, because America, acting as the hypocrite, acting as the harlot, the whore, is crossing enemy lines, man. All right, and I'm gonna read this and I'm gonna go into some scriptures. It says the time has come to ponder on variants of asymmetric response to the U.S. There you go. It says which are now being suggested by experts and are intended not only to offset their sanctions, but also to do some retaliatory damage. So Russia is about to give back to America tenfold. Okay? And that's the spirit of Yahawashi that's doing this. All right, the Lord is brewing things up. The Lord is mixing it up right now, okay? The hour of judgment is nigh, man. All right, the elect is waking up. All right, it's almost time to get up out of Babylon, man. You know? But that was really the point on that. Let me get this. In the book of Matthew, chapter 24. Salakia, verse 6. All right, this is the book of Matthew 24 and 6. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Okay, and Russia sending nuclear weapons to Syria, okay, because of the U.S. sanctions. That's a rumor of war. Okay, they're about to go in. It says, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. It's not the end yet, but we sure as hell is here. You know, we near it. All right, the end draweth nigh. The day of the Lord is coming up very soon. All right, martial law, the RFID chip, all of these things are coming to pass, man. But here are the rumors of wars right now that Yahawashi, because this is red lettering, this is the king speaking, okay? he's telling the disciples, you know, which spiritually is referring to the elect. It says, see that you be not troubled. All right, so don't be troubled. Don't worry about it, man. Don't be dismayed. It says, for these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Yeah, the Lord is telling us to be brave. Don't be scared. Continue to push this word until I take you off the streets. Verse 7, it says, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All right. And that's been going on for the past few years, man. All right, earthquakes in diverse places. All right, volcanoes is erupting. All right, nation is rising against nation. Okay, you got American Edomites against Russian Edomites. You got Esau, the so-called white man, against against these Elamites, these Ishmaelites, which are Arabs and East Indians, so-called. Okay. Hey, you even got it over there in South Africa. These Hamites, these so-called Africans, they want Esau for their damn land. Okay. Verse 8, it says, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Yes, like I forgot to mention, race wars is coming up as well. You know, real soon. It says, all these are the beginning of sorrows. All right, this is the beginning of woes and calamity, man. All right, so, hey, the Lord is telling us it's almost time to get out of here. All right, that's why we got to keep pushing this word, okay, as hard as we can. All right, according to our measure of faith, man, according to our portion of our spirit, we got to be pushing this word. All right, any current event that comes out, hey, brothers is going to be on top of it. Because the scriptures say what? Let me get this right quick, and I'm going to get back to the World War III points. All right. It says, measure thou. I believe it's in Esdras, 2nd Esdras. Yep. And this book is 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, verse 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Okay, because the Lord got a controversy with the inhabitants of the land. All right, because they're cruel, they're wicked. Starting with Esau, the so-called white man, and 2/3 of our people, man. All right, that's why these wars and martial law and, you know, everything else, all of these prophecies that's upcoming, that's why they have to come to pass, because the Lord is bringing judgment on this place. All right, that's why the Lord, all right, through the prophet Esdras, he said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And that's what we're doing. We're lining these current events up with the prophecies of the scriptures, because we see them coming to pass through the spirit of our elders and our apostles of Great Millstone. Okay. It says, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Okay, so, hey, man, the Most High is coming back to visit this place. All right, the Lord is about to show his face, and we see it through these upcoming wars. Okay? Hey, the Most High is beginning to visit the world, man. You know, if you read down, it talks about the wars and the rumors of wars through the spirit. Okay. But let me get this in the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. And that's what's going on right now. All right. All the mighty men of the Gentiles, which means the soldiers of the heathen, they're waking up. They're preparing themselves for battle. Okay, you got a lot of these soldiers out here that well, all of them really, because the Lord is about to put that spirit of vengeance on them. Okay, these guys are going to be ruthless, man. You know, and they do real hardcore, intense training. You know, they train underwater, man. All right, carrying heavy objects with them and so on and so forth, man. Okay, they exercise real hard, man. They training to get ready for this upcoming world's war, man. When they invade Babylon, which is America today. Okay, so all the mighty men, all of the soldiers of these heathen nations is waking up. Verse 10, it says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I'm strong. Okay, because Syria is playing a part in this as well, man. All right, all of these nations, really, all of these nations that was so-called weaker than America, all right, they're turning their agricultural items into a military personnel. Okay, Verse 11, it says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. They're the cause that mighty ones to come down, O Lord. All right. Those mighty ones is talking about the angels. All right. That Yahawashi, because Yahawashi is coming back. All right. And that's going to be the grand finale when Yahawashi come back on a fleet of chariots, which the world ignorantly calls UFOs. All right. So it says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen. Yeah, telling the soldiers of the heathen nations to get ready. All of those warriors over there. Okay. Verse 12. And there's the point right here. It says, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. And that's what's going on right now. Yahawah Yahawashi is about to judge all the heathen round about in the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is Yahawashi. All right, the valley of decision. That means Yahweh judges. All right, or Yahweh's judgment. All right, and that judgment is going to take place in the Middle East for the controversy of Israel. All right, the land of Israel. You know, it says, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahawashi. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So, hey, this World War III, we really in the midst of it, but we on the brink of where it gets real serious, man. Hey, push is about to go to shove. Okay, and this place is about to get bombed, contrary to popular belief. Okay, so hey, man, all we got to do is just continue to stay in the spirit and continue pushing videos like Yahawashi told us, what commanded us to do. Let me say that. All right. So I brought Tazah, Lord willing. This was edified. Call halalyam, Yahawashi, Hey, shalom.